What's going on, guys? Quick video before we enter the final day of the trading week. I hope you guys all had a fantastic trading week this week, trading the Nasdaq 100. It's been some pretty good moves to the upside, right? Pretty good and cool to see for the bulls to finally start reclaiming some levels of supply. What I'm going to do here is kind of back out a little bit, maybe zoom in on the 30-minute time frame, and let's kind of zoom in just a little bit here to kind of see exactly where we stand. So if we kind of look at the last couple of days, we had a low here down at my key level of 17,623. Kind of grinded higher, we grinded higher, we gapped up. Now this area, I was kind of looking for a gap fill. We kind of did today in the pre-market overnight. We kind of tried to fill a little bit of that gap, but we still have a little bit of Tuesday's highs to go here down at 18,513. Really didn't matter. Today was like a picture perfect gap and go day. So, full disclosure, I came into today's market with a bearish perspective, not necessarily saying that we were going to, trade all the way back down towards lows, but I thought we were going to have a little bit of a pullback day today. And I was actually looking to short this market. Once we got over that first 15 minutes, first 20 minutes of the market open, and I started to see, hey, you know what, we're really taking out some levels here to the top side. I'll zoom in a little bit. Here's the first 15-minute or the first 15 and 30-minute candle, right? So 15 minutes is inside here, 30-minute candle. We really came right into this 61.8 retracement that I have here on my bigger key levels, 19,076. Again, if you guys want to know these exact levels that I'm playing each and every single day, we go over them daily, multiple times a day as they adjust in Evolution Traders. You can find that down in the description box below. So I was kind of thinking, at this point in time, if we kind of start to reject and we, stay below yesterday's high, that's going to put in a lower high and we potentially are going to back test 18,620. Okay, that didn't happen. We confirmed, we shot through the range here. And what I was really looking to do was see if we were going to target yesterday's high. At this point, once we started to break through 19,076, I took a little bit of a long position here. Again, that shot up to a price of 142, so 19,142. Very fantastic trade there. And then the market just grinded into our next key level here at 19,414. Ultimately, that's pretty much where we stopped to close the day. So going into Friday, what are we looking at? Well, supply sitting ahead of us, 19,714. 19,714, guys. If we are opening up close to 714, be careful chasing the longs. Again, you never want to long right into a level of supply. Now, if we take out 714, our next area is the 50 simple moving average. So our daily 50 sitting up here at 19,833. If we break over 715, that could be your next price target. You're going to have about 115, 120 points worth of room to the upside there to kind of play. I would be very cautious though. If you do take that long and you do catch a good trade there into 833, be careful because we might, test it, wick above it, reject it, and then fall back down. If we do trade that high tomorrow, and we kind of get rejected at that daily 50 SMA and we fall back below 714, we would target 414. I'm not saying that we're going to retrace the whole move, but that would be a good area for us to target back to. So if we're doing something like this in the pre-market where we kind of shoot up off the open, kind of chop around, and then we start to take out this 833 and reject by putting in a lower high, you could look for that pullback bounce into 19,714. If we lose 714 and then try to put in a bounce and put in that lower high, then we would be targeting moves back down here to 414. So that's where what we're looking at going into tomorrow. Again, any closure, right? So let's say it's the opposite. Let's say we're kind of treading like this in the pre-market, and then off the open we just start to sell off, right? And then you lose 414. Any bit of back test here, so you're looking for a break and retest, any lower high that gets put in here as soon as we confirm that new low below 414, we would be targeting 19,076. Those are going to be the levels that we're going to be targeting tomorrow. Again, we're not going to talk too much about this level, and about anything way up here. Let's kind of work in this channel. So this channel between 19,075 up to 19,714. It's a 700 point range, guys. That's about what our expected daily ATR has been all week. If I was to go into a daily time frame, okay, you can see our ATR 734 points from swing high to low. So, you know, that would essentially 700, you know, whatever, let's call it 725 points is essentially we are in this trading range for tomorrow. Okay. So this range, this channel is where we're at. And if you look at where we stand right now, we're smack dab in the middle. So we have a 50% shot that we get to the top of the range. We have a 50% shot that we go to the bottom of the range. You also have a scenario where you trade to the top of the range and then trade back down halfways. You also have another scenario where you trade down to the bottom of the range and then you trade back halfways. So either or, you need to be ready for both sides of this move. Again, if you do start coming close into 19,100 or 19,700, you want to be cautious. So if you're long and you're making money, end your day here and have a fantastic weekend. If you're short and you're making money, cash out and end your weekend there. Now, if you are going to play the channel, right? If you're going to play this 700 point range channel, and maybe you don't get the long, but maybe you're waiting for the rejection, right? Then you can take your shorts up here on the lower high rejection, and then you can take your money right here at the midway point. Same thing here. If we kind of flush out tomorrow, you know, and you don't really catch that short position because you don't trust it and you're waiting for the bounce, wait for us to hold here and then trade and take your money into 19,014. So that's where we stand. That's the game plan for tomorrow, guys. We're not going to make it too simple. It's Friday. Remember, protect yourselves on Friday. If you have to size down, guys, I don't care if you have to trade one micro contract and make $100 tomorrow. Protect what you did this week. And that doesn't necessarily just mean protecting the gains. That means if you're going to finish the week with a red week, we want to protect that red week. We don't want to turn a $500 losing week into a $5,000 losing week. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you want to join Evolution Traders, that link is down in the description box below. And depending on when you're watching this video, if you're watching it anytime quickly tonight on Thursday, the 24th, we've only got a limited amount of time before Apex's 90% off sale is over. You can use discount code DANTHONY. It's at the top of the screen here for spelling reference. Guys, we are very, very close to 10,000 subscribers. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 10,000 subscribers. I'll see all of you guys on the next video.